Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to Channel 89.9 WCNR for news on the go in the 920. This is your host, Mackenzie McGregor, starting you off with today's international headlines. Naked fugitive is rescued from crocodile mangroves by Australian fishermen in Australia. Two fishermen brought home a bigger catch than they were expecting when they rescued a naked fugitive from a crocodile-infested mangrove in northern Australia. Cam Faust and Kevin Joyner were in a small boat laying crab traps in East Point on Sunday when they heard someone calling for help. The pair then noticed Luke Voskrensky, who was naked and clinging to a tree. He had swollen feet and cuts all over his body and was covered in mud. Voskrensky was wanted for allegedly breaching bail over an armed robbery. He broke free from an ankle bracelet that was monitoring his whereabouts days prior, according to the two men. The two men told 9 News that Voskrensky had been living in the mangroves for 4 days. Swinging on over to news in the States today, Dr. Anthony Fauci donates personal coronavirus model to the Smithsonian. Dr. Anthony Fauci, who became the public face of the government's coronavirus response with daily press conferences and media interviews on Tuesday, donated his personal model of the SARS-CoV-2 virus to the Smithsonian National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. The model will be housed within the National Medicine and Science collections. The museum is currently collecting and documenting pieces of the pandemic for a future exhibit in sickness and in health. The exhibit will explore and display more than 200 years of medicine in the United States, including COVID-19. In Badger State headlines today, Madison singer and guitarist Rain Stern is a rare find on The Voice. Local singer and guitar prodigy Rain Stern dazzled judges on The Voice Monday night, prompting country music star Blake Shelton to say, "You are a rare find, and you're about to have your moment in the music industry." Stern, 22, who grew up in New Glarus and moved to Madison when she was 18 years old, made it through the first round of the NBC show's blind auditions. She chose singer-songwriter and actor Nick Jonas, who gained fame in the Jonas Brothers Band, as a coach after he praised her. Jonas will guide her and his team of singers through the rest of the season. And now for a public service announcement from today's sponsor. Participation in music classes provides lifelong benefits. Through singing, playing instruments, and composing, students learn to express themselves creatively. Studying music provides a deeper understanding of historical and cultural heritages. This month is the 34th anniversary of Music in Our Schools Month. National Association for Music Education hopes you will take the time to hear what's happening in the school music programs in your community. Thank you again to the National Association for Music Education for partnering with WCNR today. Zooming in a little closer to home in local news today, Lake Winnebago is already seeing its highest sturgeon spearing harvest in 6 years. The sturgeon spearing season hasn't ended yet, but the harvest on Lake Winnebago is the highest it's been since 2015. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources reported that 1,297 sturgeon had been speared as of Wednesday on Lake Winnebago. The season started on February 13th and runs for 16 days, or until harvest caps have been reached. As of Wednesday, a total of 1,661 sturgeon have been harvested across Lake Winnebago and the Upper River Lakes, which includes Butamore, Winneconne, and Poicanis. Bringing us to the end zone in sports, J.J. Watt agrees to 2-year contract with the Arizona Cardinals. Free agent pass rusher J.J. Watt has agreed to a 2-year contract with the Arizona Cardinals, the team announced Monday. Terms were not disclosed, but a source told ESPN's Adam Schefter that the deal is worth $31 million and includes $23 million guaranteed. Watt later indicated he and his wife were traveling to Arizona on Cardinals owner Michael Bidwill's plane. He tweeted 2 photos, one of himself posing with Bidwill and the other of himself and his wife sitting in Bidwill's plane. Finishing us off with weather, tonight we're going to see mostly clear skies with lows around 32, and tomorrow morning our highs are going to peak at 57 degrees with mostly sunny skies and lows around 35 degrees. Wednesday we're going to see all-time highs of 64 degrees and lows around 42. Thank you again for tuning into Channel 89.9 WCNR for news on the go in the 920. This is your host, Mackenzie McGregor, signing off.